space on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Damn.
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. 3rd down play from the gun. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. There he goes! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Had an agenda
unquote, against the Celtics in Game 7, and broke down video he thought showed a double standard in calls.
A shot there, but couldn't hook up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bulldogs in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike to right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Buys a little extra time. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal.
To become an MVP, and he was very vocal. He's been consistently vocal. I would just say this: the sky is blue, gas prices are high, Joel Embiid embellishes on plays. We all know this. It's more the manner in which he went about to share it that is more problematic.
I like how you said all that. That was nice. Jeanette, hang right there. Be back.
On the option.
These teams, they split their regular season matchups.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop?
Pretty good. We're going to be covering the Knicks in this series with the Sixers. What have the Knicks said about the significance of those pools?
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty.
Back-to-backs and schedules and injuries. There's no point in looking at it when we're looking at these two teams. He said those games are flushed at this point. He did say, though, that the group chat was popping during Game 7 of Celtics.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat.
He does not have to pack to go to Boston, which is what he would have.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Tyrese Maxey, B.J. Edgecombe are coming off strong series as well. What sort of challenge do those two players pose defensively?
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback making adjustments.
That is what Tyrese Maxey and B.J. Edgecombe did.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody opening. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. You just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
Let's go back to Chennai right now. New York Yankees game 1.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Pittsburgh. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
He wants to be important, and finally they treated him as such, and they got the right results. So keep that same energy. He is the main character for them, especially in a series going up against another tremendous center in Joel Embiid.
All right, we'll see if the energy is kept. Jeanette, thank you so much. NFL rookies have started reporting to camp. Fernando Mendoza working on something he almost never did in college. Are there already major concerns for the Raiders' new QB?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
And the Chiefs this weekend. Is the star tracking to be ready for week 1? Our
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they... Oh, he's got some space!
Damn.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and it's gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. He's knocked stepped out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Making side adjustments here. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Damn, Booth.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Damn.
Responding to that video by saying, chill. But we deleted all footage of this.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Appreciate that.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
I got 3 timeouts.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short.
Bad throw.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Some notable rookies, starting with Monto Delane.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Or snap before the half. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Takes it, and he loses the football on the return. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum, that would have been the way to do it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Power football with the run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jay, what I loved about that call was the fact
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Beavers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third.
Boom! Ah!
They knock him down.
Should have went low.
To get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now they're going to throw it.
No, you ain't just had me.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
Missed it. Damn.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try
Catch
to
the ball, nigga.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Georgia going up tempo.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be patting.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Dawgs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we knew coming into this game, they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Jordan. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Beavers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think...
He's got it on the outside. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up the first down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Offense changing the play.
Just knowing that it's not going to change.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Sports Center. Enjoy the draft tonight. Good luck with the rest of the season. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.
Now on the option. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.